Hey tea heads, this is Don from Mayleaf. In this video, unveiling Nectar Raider. In this video, we're going to be launching 2 of our Yiwu Gushu PuErhs 2018, and we're going to be doing a full 10-step tasting with the Nectar Raider. If at any point in time you enjoy this video, then make sure you hit it with a like. And if you're not following us on all of our socials, go click those buttons. I'm here with Celine.
Hi.
And first and foremost, if you haven't seen our tea trip video where we show you exactly how we sourced this tea, you need to go check it out, right?
Yeah, you need to go check it out.
Camera work by Celine.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So you need to check it out. It's a really kind of, it's more of a vlog style.
Yeah, it's definitely more vloggy than the past tea trips. But we thought it would be good for you guys to see the kind of background of what's happening.
Yeah.
Get a vibe.
Yeah, so for those of you who've seen it, you know the score. It was a long adventure to find this tea. If you haven't seen it, I'll put a link in the description below and a card will pop up here. Make sure you check it out before or after watching this video. But now we're finally gonna unveil these teas and we are gonna taste one of them.
Yes.
Ready?
Definitely.
Go for it.
Alrighty.
Let's unveil the first one. The first one here is Nectar Raider. Why don't you show it to the camera?
Yes.
So Nectar Raider, for those of you who want to know why we call it Nectar Raider, well, first of all, we found that this tea was very, very sweet when we tasted it in the mountains. It had very nectary kind of notes, but also we felt like we were Nectar Raiders heading up into the mountains, especially at that time because we just got there before the Chinese and Taiwanese agents were there buying up all the Yiwu Gushu, so we felt like we managed to get in and do a bit of a raid. So that's why it's called a Nectar Raider. Why don't you tell everyone at home the character?
Yeah, so it's one of those flying squirrels. I don't even know they're called flying
Sugar
squirrels.
gliders.
Sugar gliders, there we go.
Again, nectar, sugar.
And literally, actually I had that idea when we were there.
Yeah.
After tasting the fresh batch. And yeah, so it was that really sweet aftertaste. Has a little bit of that fruity note, but let's see when we taste.
Yeah, so the Nectar Raider, so swooping in, the sugar glider swooping in and grabbing the nectar. Okay, before we taste this tea, we're gonna move on to the second tea. This is the Huang Pian version of this tea. Do you wanna show everybody out there? So for those of you who don't know, Huang Pian are the larger leaves, which are normally taken out from your choice pu'er pickings and are reserved normally for the family and the farmers to drink tea. Now originally when we asked whether or not we could get some Huang Pian, the farmers said no, we need to have our tea ourselves. But we managed to convince them to gather up some tea from their farms and also from their neighboring farms to make a Huang Pian version of it. So this is a lot more affordable and it's going to be lighter and it's going to have a slightly different flavor profile compared to Nectar Raider. But it's a great way if you want to taste the difference between the choice pickings and the Huang Pian from the same place, from the same plantations, the same forests. This is a great way to do it. You can A/B these two together. That's something that we might do one day on video, but it's definitely a nice experiment for you to do. And the reason why we've steered away from our normal packaging for this is because it's a Huang Pian. We felt that we wanted to steer away from our normal kind of animal characters on the cake, and instead we wanted to take a little snapshot of village life up in the mountains of Yunnan. So this is a scene from the village, the hen with her chicks passing by, the older lady who's the tea farmer, and we call it downtown hen party, obviously a little bit tongue-in-cheek, saying that this is Yiwu downtown, as wild as it gets. All right, so that's the Huang Pian. We're not going to be tasting this now. We're going to be tasting this in our Mayleaf live session, which is coming up next week, I believe. Or a week on the first weekend of October. Yeah. The first Saturday of October. So if you're watching after that, you can maybe find that video and we'll be doing a tasting of the Huang Pian. If you're watching this immediately when this is released, you might want to pick it up and taste along with us. All right, let's put that aside and let's open up this baby.
Yes.
And take a look at these leaves.
Sounds good.
We'll quickly scope the tea.
Scope.
Scope it. So this is Ooh, very nice, first of all. This is spring 2018. This is actually early April 2018. We were there whilst it was being picked, and we even helped with the processing and even a little bit of the rolling. If you've watched the video, you see that I've rolled some of these leaves. I don't know if it's these leaves, probably not, but you know, we've helped with the processing of this. Early April 2018. The cultivar is the Daiyezhong variety, but because they're all grown from seeds, there's going to be a lot of mixed genetics here. The age of the tea trees, around 200 to 300 years old, is our estimate. The origin is from High Mountain Village, Gaoshan Village, in Yiwu, Yunnan, China. The picking and processing is a bud and up to 3 to 4 leaves. Again, if you watch the video, you can see the pickings as they were picked. Elevation, as I said, is a high mountain elevation. It's about 1,700 meters. You can see the cake is a 200 gram cake. It looks nice and loose. Why don't you see how easy it is to break in there? Yeah.
No.
Easy, you don't have to worry about your fingers on this one. This is almost not needing a pick kind of cake.
Just
nice
a little
and loose.
one to loosen it up a little bit. And
So
then
this
boom.
was stone pressed, so not pressed by machine, stone pressed by the brother of the tea farmer himself. Okay, we're gonna weigh up this amount and we'll be back for our tasting. All right, here we go. The fish is expectant and ready. Here we have 8 grams. We're not messing around here, guys. 8 grams, we've got like 150 to 180 mil guy one. So we've got 8 grams of the Nectar Raider here. What do you think of those leaves?
Oh, I love them. They're very big, actually. Very big leaves. Kind of a little bit dark green, like purple. There's a bit of silvery buds.
So you're getting a bit of those oxidized plums, like dark plum skin. A little bit of this green, like khakis and lizard and crocodile greens. Some blacks.
Yeah. Shall I bring it closer?
Okay. And then there's also some buds in there, which are obviously more silver colored.
Yeah.
Nice mix, slightly darker than my recollection in Yiwu, but then that's to be expected because it has been a few months. Okay, so we've already got our hot water in this guy one. We're gonna, let's warm up.
Heat up the
Up the cups as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Throw the leaves in there and let's have a snifter of Nectar Raider.
First tea of the day.
Save up, you know, your tastings for the first tea of the day. You're in full concentration mode.
Brings me back.
Brings you back up into the mountains.
Brings me back into the mountain.
Oh, it absolutely does. Oh, this is the great thing, and one of the things about tea travel, isn't it? If you do the tea travel trip, then it's gonna bring back memories other than the taste profile memories that you normally associate. You can also remember that journey.
And you know what actually makes it a bit harder to figure out tasting notes because you're so remembering of that time, which is tea.
It hardwires the memory to the travel. Yeah.
But I have to say, very floral and creamy in smell. That's the first thing that hits me. Yeah,
but deeper as well. So I'm getting dark honeys there. You know, those very dark honeys, treacly sorts of honeys. I'm getting a real deep...
biscuity. Sorry.
Yes, yeah. It definitely does have a little bit of a baked biscuity note to it.
Yeah, but it is deep, like you were saying.
Yeah, more like dark baked or oat cookies.
Oat cookies. Oh yeah, oat cookies. With but what's that flowery thing? It's not very strong right now.
Yeah.
But
there are flowers in there. Very sweet. It's very what's the word? It's very rich, sweet, deep. There's a word for that.
Maybe maple syrup.
I think it's deeper than maple syrup. And I'm also getting a slightly not fermented as in sour fermented, but very, very sweet, ripe fruits. Like
cooked apples or like
I'm getting more like overripe papaya. You know, when very rich, sweet. Almost tropical in its sweetness.
Tropical, yeah. Definitely a tropical humidity smell to it.
You really can feel like you're in those tropics. Yeah, just very, very honeyed and intensely sugary and nectary. Okay, let's hit it with water.
I agree.
It's a very, very potent aroma coming off those dry leaves. Very, very potent.
Considering, for Yiwu, usually I find that a bit lighter than this in terms of the smell profile.
Yeah.
It's more like light and flowery. This has definitely got a bit more.
It's got more funk to it. It's definitely got some funk to it, this tea. I agree.
Oh.
Okay, have a sniff of the wet leaves.
Okay.
See if you pick up. When you hydrate the leaves, it's going to become a bit brighter, the smells. So all of those deeper notes are going to just elevate slightly.
Oh, it smells so good. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. It's like when you're trying to come up with flavor, tasting and aroma notes really quickly, almost you forget to appreciate the smell.
Yeah, it's like...
Oh, wow.
It's good to take a moment just to enjoy the smell and then think about smell profiles.
Oh, wow.
But I think it's
so nice.
It's got more of the floral.
Really does, yeah.
And
cream as well.
It's cream. It's very creamy. Which is quite amazing.
You just want to sit your nose in that guy one for a long time. Cream, flowers, definitely those honey notes, but less dark. Now we're talking about more like wildflower honey.
There's a bit of apples in the oven.
Baked apples.
Baked apples in the oven. And what's that flower note? It's like it's mixed with it.
Yeah, the flower note is hard to pick up because it's not a straight ahead jasmine. It's not a straight ahead honeysuckle. It feels like a mix.
The funny thing is I was thinking jasmine, but it's not quite like jasmine.
Yeah. And it's also got a little bit of that biscuity note has been maybe you're talking about the baked apples, but it's definitely got some biscuity notes potentially. But the biscuity notes, I'm also getting some. What are you getting?
It's not really cooked biscuits. Cause I was thinking, like a digestive biscuit, but it's not like that. It's more raw than that.
Yeah, when it's, as I said, as you hydrate it, it's bringing. I know what you mean. It's got more raw cookie dough.
Yeah.
Raw cookie dough. It's a really lovely combination of sweetness from flowers and honey.
Yeah.
You've got this creaminess and floweriness like raw cookie dough. And you're getting a little bit of herbal, like chamomile flowers.
Yeah.
I'm getting in there.
Yes, chamomile flowers.
But there's also...
mixed in.
There's also that funk. There's also a little bit of that funky, fermented note to it.
It is. It's...
I'm going to say something which is going to put people off maybe a bit, but I hope it doesn't.
What are you saying?
It's got a little bit of a really nice artisan goat's cheese note to it. You know, honey and goat's cheese, if you imagine that combination.
Okay, honey and goat's cheese.
Yeah.
I get.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you walk into like those cheese sellers or
it depends on which one, because some can be really
I'm not talking about those hardcore funky cheeses. I'm talking about those very light mountain cheeses, like a goat's cheese. Just like the rind of a goat's cheese.
The rind.
Very, 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 very light. But there's that definite depth and funkiness that is coming through. Let's give...
I just keep thinking goat's cheese and honey now.
Yeah, is that goat's cheese, honey, raw cookie dough? Those are some good notes, I think.
Surrounded by chamomile flowers in your garden.
There's definitely a herbal note. So we're getting herbal, we're getting funky, sweet, deep, rich, those kinds of notes. And we are getting also some cream. Okay.
There is a slight minerality there, but all those tasting notes definitely covered that up more.
Yeah, I'm sure we're going to pick that up in the taste.
Alrighty.
So we're going to do 15-second brews there or thereabouts. Our cup glasses are nice and warm. Let's do this proper. You can put that aside.
I'm counting in my head.
Are you?
Yeah.
I never bother.
14, 15 to
15.
it.
Okay, we're going to go unfiltered. There's nice whole leaves here.
Yeah.
Let's show everyone at home the colour of that liquor.
Yes.
It's a really nice, rich. I see a lot of activity in that liquor. A lot of
Yeah.
A lot of the furs have come off. Okay, why don't you try and bring it as close as possible.
Okay.
And we'll see if you can see inside the liquor.
Oh, yeah.
Focus on it. Ooh,
You
back
might
a bit, back a bit.
Look, I've got one eyeball through the glass. Oh wait, no. Back a bit, there.
Yeah, back a bit, there you go. It's like a nice, oxidized apple juice.
It's quite yellow, kind of golden yellow. So yeah, oxidized apple juice. Maybe a bit lighter than an oxidized apple
maybe
juice.
more grape juice. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Beautiful. It's like a lemon that's aged a bit. That it becomes a darker yellow.
Oh, like the skin of a lemon that's aged a little bit.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've drunk out of these.
I know.
I do like these glasses because it's a nice long nose.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Nectar Raider. Cheers.
I'm like, you put more in yours.
Swap.
No.
I got the last bit, so I got a few broken leaves. So I gave you the pure, less but pure.
Thank you.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Thickness is nice, medium to thick, I would say. No, good texture, close to being straight up thick, but still has some freshness to it.
Yeah, it's a medium thickness, but it's not drying. Well, I just took one sip, so that's the way to it.
No, but in general, it has a nice syrupy texture, and the finish from the first couple of sips is lightly drying, but as we said in the video, if you watched it, you get this feeling that bitterness is going to come, and then it just disappears and it never actually arrives.
Never arrives. It's stunningly elegant. Yiwu teas are stunningly elegant.
They are called the Queen of PuErhs.
It makes total sense.
Yeah, it does. Very, very elegant. There's nothing offensive about this. It's just, it's syrupy, and when you talk about the taste, it has a distinct creaminess and sweetness to it. So that's the general, I would say, the general overarching headline is creamy, nectary, and sweet.
Yeah, for sure. You know the papaya thing that you were saying before? It's like that, but more ripe papaya.
Yeah, very ripe papayas. I'm getting a little bit of that goat's cheese funkiness to it.
Yeah.
And a predominance of sweetness, a predominance of nectariness. The Nectar Raider name definitely fits.
Yeah, it's like if you had papaya and then some cooked apples, and then you drizzled on it some honey, like dark honey,
and you
or
sprinkled
like
over some shortbread.
Yeah.
Like that biscuity butter, not buttery, but biscuity creaminess. Almost like a kind of cookie dough ice cream.
Yeah. Oh,
you know?
Yeah.
It's got that cookie dough, raw cookie dough in creaminess. So it's nothing baked and dark. It's just that raw cookie dough, overripe papayas, honey, nectar. I'm getting the herbal. I'm getting a little bit of that chamomile as well.
Yeah,
in
true.
there. So there's that just a little bit of
a little bit of honeysuckle.
Yeah, honeysuckle, chamomile, those more herbal medicinal flowers.
Yeah.
Definitely. Let's hit it with another brew.
Ooh, okay. Now in the back of my throat, I'm getting sweetness.
Oh my gosh. The predominance of sweetness here is
that's delicious.
Is really classic Yiwu, but really taken up a notch.
Yeah.
Super sweet on the finish.
Yeah, and you're right. It is more like this kind of ice cream sweet. It's not so much the butteriness of a shortbread.
Yeah.
It's much more, what was it? Cookie dough ice cream.
Raw cookie dough ice cream and nectar, lots of floral notes in there. But again, the floral notes are kind of mixed up, aren't they?
Yes, that's the thing. It's not one flower. It's a few flowers that have quite a strong scent to it, but mixed together it's hard to pinpoint.
If I was forced to try to make the combination in my head, it would be something like that really deep sweetness of lilies with the more herbal sweetness of a chamomile or honeysuckle. You know, that combination. It's not jasmine, because it's had a real jasmine scent up in the mountains when it was fresh, but it seems to have really deepened and become a little bit more complex, I would say.
Even in the dry leaf, it was more jasmine-y
than
now. So yeah, maybe it is more lilies then.
It's that real richness of lilies, but you're also getting the herbals and the medicinals like chamomile, I would say.
I feel like we should start tasting lilies and roses.
Yeah, we should start start mixing up like kids do when they make perfume. Like put lots of flowers in water and stir it up.
Is this a Yiwu?
Second infusion.
Cheers.
And we're going to talk a little bit more about now the finish.
Yeah.
Because the finish is definitely something that you can really enjoy with this tea. As I said, doesn't have that bitterness.
No, it's so smooth now. Like
Really smooth. Nice. It's got that dryness, but it's very, very, very light and no bitterness at all. And yet very, very sweet.
Yeah, it's that sweet water, nectary thing going on.
Yeah.
It's
fresh stream water, that sweetness and nectar, honeys, sugar. And almost also quite cooling. When I breathe in and out, I'm getting that cooling sensation, a kind of minty coolness to it as well.
True.
This tea is, as you said, very, very elegant, very, very easy drinking. It's got nothing offensive about it at all. You're talking creams, you're talking biscuits, you're talking flowers, nectar,
honey,
sweet water, cooling sensation, zero bitterness. It's a classic Yiwu. It's a classic Yiwu.
But it's got flavor.
Oh yeah, it's definitely got flavor, but in a really easy drinking way. No, I don't mean easy drinking as in simple.
No.
It's just very, very... I can't imagine anybody disliking this tea.
Yeah, exactly. And it's got that thickness, you know, that you look for a pu'er. Like I don't like a pu'er that's too simple and too like almost one-dimensional.
Yeah.
It's nice to have a bit of thickness in the liquor. And then obviously the scent.
But it's great because the character of this tea is exactly the character that you've drawn. It's this sweet, pretty sugar glider, drinking nectar. It's very, very much the right imagery for this tea.
I'm so glad it became like this because it could have turned in any other way, isn't it?
Could have. We never know when we're tasting matcha. And it's going to be interesting to see how it ages as well.
Yeah.
Because I have a feeling that it's going to bring out more of those slightly fruity notes. Those papayas that we're getting are going to start to come out. I think the sweetness is going to develop into a fruitiness. That's my feeling because it still tastes young now. And those are those chamomile flowers, those more very light herbal notes. I think that they are going to settle and become richer and deeper because right now it's very, very high mountain taste and aroma to it. Smell of the empty Gong Da Bei?
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
That's extremely fragrant.
Extremely. It's like the smell of the wet leaves in a way. Very, very sweet.
Totally dark honey. It's totally
dark honey, malted biscuits. Now I'm getting those oatmeal biscuits oatmeal cookies that we were talking about before.
I love oatmeal.
Oatmeal cookies, malted oatmeal cookies, dark honey.
But it's like oatmeal cookies with honey on the top. It's that sweet, like that smell. Maybe you want to smell it through there.
No, I can smell a lot here. It's got
that's insane.
but there is a slight freshness to it.
Is there?
Yeah. Slight herbal freshness to it.
See, for me, it's just so honey that I'm just like, that's all that's going through my head.
I'm getting like a slight brighter note. I can't quite put my finger on it. It reminds me a little bit, I don't know if you've ever had gripe water.
I don't think I have.
It's a classic treatment for babies when they have colics and upset stomach.
Oh, is it?
It's kind of a herbal mixed water, and there's a certain herb in there. I'm not sure if it's dill or if it's lemon balm, but there's something just a little bit bright and a little bit herbal in there.
I actually find that in this cup it's a lot more like herbal smelling, whereas in this one it's so honey.
Oh yeah, and I'm getting a bit more of that goat's cheese in there as well.
Are you?
Yeah, definitely.
All right,
that goat's cheese keeps coming back. I don't know what it is, and I hope that's not going to put people off because I love it. It's just that very, very...
It's not so intense on the cheese, but it is that slight fermenting creaminess.
It's like you're walking in the mountains of Switzerland and you're getting all those flowers, but there's a little cheese maker just kind of in the distance, and you're just getting a tiny little waft of sun goat's cheese, fresh goat's cheese smell to it.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to have a few infusions of this, and then we will be coming back to you to talk to you about our body sensations. So we'll be back in a second. All right, this is our 6th infusion. This tea is, well, I mean, the flavor transition, I would say, is very stable.
Stable.
Yeah,
very stable.
It's just really just keeps on giving this very sweet, creamy, slightly minerally. The minerals start to pop out a little bit more, but that river water that you were saying before, it's like that kind of minerality. It's like as if you were sniffing the stream or like licking a pebble. You know, it's like very sweet and slightly minerally.
It's super elegant. And I think in terms of the effects, like I feel like it's quite relaxing. It's like energizing, but it wakes you up slowly in a nice way.
Yeah, it's not a hyper tea. It's definitely not hyper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say it gives nice, gentle stimulation. It makes you feel awake. It makes you feel awake, but not overly, like, you know,
like
hyped.
you get hit with like,
energy. It makes you feel awake. But yeah, there's a mood enhancing element to this tea, definitely.
Yeah, definitely mood enhancing. I can imagine like if you're feeling stressed and you just need a moment to go outside and just breathe in some air just to try and relax.
Yeah, if you're up in the mountains, not if you're in the smog of London or something. But yeah, I know what you mean. No, totally. It's like if you're a bit stressed and somebody says, "Why don't you just go outside, take some air," and you feel that awakening, like your eyes get brighter, everything's awakening, but you're also
just like
taking a moment. And this is definitely that kind of tea.
You know, I was thinking maybe it's because of that flowery terpene thing that's going on in the tea, that kind of chamomile-y smell. I don't know, but it definitely, to me, it has that feeling.
It has that like, calming, mood enhancing feeling. Yeah.
Relaxed.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. And again, it just suits the flavor profile as well. Everything about it, the flavor profile, the effect, the cover, it says it all. It's just this kind of moment for you, moment for yourself to gently wake up if you're feeling a bit drowsy or sleepy, but also settle and feel like, okay, reset, everything's okay.
Yeah.
Look of the leaves, you can see, well, why don't you bring it up?
It's a bit greener now.
Yeah, it will go greener. So we're getting more khaki greens, but you also got nice like tinge of kind of browns, like chestnut, light chestnut browns. Remember that this was cooked at low temperature. If you've watched the tea trip video, you will know that it was cooked at low temperature. So it has that look about it, thank you. It has that look about it where it's not been overly, cooked at too high temperature. It's still relatively green. I'm going to be so interested to see how this one ages.
It still smells so good.
Yeah. It's one of those teas that will just keep going. You can keep throwing water at it, and it's not going to give you super strong brews after 7 or 8 infusions, but it's going to have that fresh water sweetness and nectar sweetness that is one of the main characteristics of this tea.
Yeah, it's delicious.
There you go, Nectar Raider. So as I said, Nectar Raider is out, as is Downtown Hen Party. Downtown Hen Party is the Huangpian version of the same tea from the same village. Those are the 2 cakes. They're available now if you want to pick them up. I'll put links to them in the description. And
let me know if you like that new artwork. If you don't, I can always switch it up for next time, but just wanted to know.
Yeah. Let us know what you think. Make sure you share your thoughts on all social media. # Nectar Raider so that we can find it. That's it, tea heads. If you made it to the end of this video, then make sure you hit it with a like. Follow us on all of our socials so that you don't miss out on any news and videos from Mayleaf HQ. If you're ever in London, then come visit us in Camden to say hi and taste our wares. If you have any questions, comments, or video ideas, then please fire them over. Other than that, this is Celine. Enjoying a last tipple of Nectar Raider. I'm Don from Mayleaf. Thank you for being part of the revelation of true tea. Stay away from those tea bags. Keep drinking the good stuff and spread the word because nobody deserves bad tea.
Bye.
Bye.